What's up, guys? Shaker Auto come back at you with another video, and today we're back and we're reacting to Bucky Brooks 2022 NFL Mock Draft 2.0. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, leave a like and subscribe for the next video. Let's hop into this. As we get to number 1, the Jags taking Evan Neal. I wouldn't say this is like for sure, but it's pretty close to for sure, because I don't think an edge rusher is going to go number 1, but you could potentially see Ikem Ekwonu go number 1. I definitely think this is not a bad pick, though. Hutchinson almost feels like more of a lock than Neal to go number 1. Keeping the Michigan guy in state, going to the Lions, very athletic, just flies all around the field. So we get to the Texans now. DJ has Thibodeau dropping so far, and then Bucky Brooks is him going number 3. I don't think he's necessarily going to go number 3. If one of these tackles is on the board for the Texans, actually I take that back. I think Kyle Hamilton probably goes to the Texans just because they need best player available. In my opinion, Kyle Hamilton is the second best player to draft behind Aiden Hutchinson. So I think the best player available is Kyle Hamilton. Even though he's a safety, I feel like the Texans still take him over Thibodeau just because there are the concerns there. But Thibodeau is definitely still a good player. So we get to number 3, we have the Jets going Ikem Ekwonu. I definitely like this. I think that you get another tackle to go alongside Mekhi Becton. And Elijah Vera-Tucker was great this season at left guard. Ikem Ekwonu could potentially play guard or tackle. But definitely this is a great pick for the Jets here, number 4. So we get to number 5. We have the Giants. They go Charles Cross. I'll say it and I'll say it again. I think Charles Cross might be the best tackle in this draft. He is elite in pass protection. He's a one-man army. I think Charles Cross is phenomenal, and I think the Giants have to go lineman with one of these 2 first-round picks. As we get to the Panthers, they go Kenny Pickett. I definitely think this is a good pick for the Panthers, but they're not the greatest tackles in the world. So that's why the Panthers don't go tackle here. They go quarterback instead. I think those are definitely their 2 biggest needs: O-line and quarterback. Sorry, my mic is stuck. Okay, there we go. It was tangled up in the chair. But yeah, I think Kenny Pickett's probably one of the best picks for the Panthers on the board here. I think you maybe go Malik Willis. He could potentially be quarterback 1 after his Senior Bowl performance, but yeah, Kenny Pickett goes to Panthers here. So we get to the Giants. David Ojabo. I definitely like this pick for the Giants here. Trayvon Walker could potentially go here as well. I've seen that. I think that happened in DJ's mock draft. I definitely like this, though. Ojabo is really athletic. I like this. Ultra twitchy pass rusher and has significant juice. He's going to test really well at the combine. As we get to the Falcons now. Combination of Sauce Gardner and Terrell. I definitely think that's a great combination. I think Stingley might go here as well. But with Kyle Hamilton on the board, I don't think you go corner. I think you go safety. You got Richie Grant out there at safety. I don't think he was necessarily the greatest, but you pair Kyle Hamilton alongside him as well. That's going to be a really good combination. Don't hate Sauce Gardner, though. Wow. Broncos going Devin Lloyd. I don't know how I feel about this. I think the Broncos probably do need linebacker, but I don't think you take linebacker with pick 9. I think you probably get an edge rusher to replace Von Miller with this pick, or a quarterback. Quarterback's a big need, but I mean, if you pass up on Justin Fields, would you rather have Justin Fields or Malik Willis? I think you would rather definitely have Justin Fields. And you're not taking Justin Fields. You're not taking a quarterback here. You're taking Devin Lloyd. I think they're going to try to trade for a quarterback with this pick. As we get to the Jets now, they go Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's a phenomenal player. I think that the Jets, if are on the board here, you go with the big guy like Drake London. I don't think you take anyone other than the 6'5" man that is Drake London. He's so massive. I still think Garrett Wilson's receiver 1, but Drake London is so massive that Zach Wilson needs a big target. And I think Drake London's the perfect fit for the Jets there at number 10. At 11, Washington Commanders going Derek Stingley Jr. I don't know how I feel about this, because I don't think Washington... I really can't see Washington going anywhere other than quarterback with Malik Willis, Matt Corral being on the board. I don't love any of these quarterbacks. I've watched them. They're not good, but Stingley is definitely a really good player. I don't know how I feel about that pick, though. As we get to number 12, Washington actually does need a secondary, but I just don't know how I feel about that. Minnesota going George Karlaftis. Again, I do not know how I feel about this. I do not think it's Minnesota's D-line. I think it is their secondary. I think the Vikings have got to go secondary with this pick and not edge rusher. George Karlaftis is a great player, high motor, and consistent pressure. As my Browns get Drake London, I would be perfectly fine with this. Drake London is massive. Drake London, Garrett Wilson, and Traylon Burks. I would be happy with for the Browns there. Trayvon Walker as well, with the flexibility to play D-line, edge, and linebacker. That's something that all the Browns three needs for the Browns this upcoming season. I would not be mad about that. Jermaine Johnson as well. After the Senior Bowl game, can defend the run game. Browns can go a lot of different ways here. My favorite team, Drake London, is definitely a great option. So we get to 14. It's the Ravens. They go Tyler Linderbaum. I don't hate this. Bradley Bozeman leaving for free agency. Marshall Yanda could be compared to him just because he was so good for so long. I think this is definitely a great pick for the Ravens. Is this center, but I think he's a great center, and he's going to be one of the best centers in the league. You have a Creed Humphrey-like impact. Kyle Hamilton goes to 15. I used to have this, but then I realized no, he's not going to fall this late. He's so talented that he's not going to fall this low. He's 6'4". He's insanely fast. I do not understand why Kyle Hamilton falls this far. I just do not see a way that he does. Good to the Eagles. I think they need to take a receiver from one of these first two picks. Chargers and the Saints could definitely take receiver as a what am I trying to say here? As Mike Williams could potentially leave in free agency for the Chargers. Then they would need a receiver. They already don't have a great third receiver, and if Mike Williams leaves, then they would definitely need another receiver. And then for the Saints, they definitely need a receiver. I think they go receiver round 1. So the Eagles need to take a receiver right here in front of them. It's between Chris Olave, Traylon Burks, Jahan Dotson, Jameson Williams. You can go a lot of different ways. They go Chris Olave here. Definitely a great round runner and great speed. Chargers go Trevor Penning. I don't hate this pick. I don't love this pick. I think it's a pretty good pick, but with Jordan Davis on the board, their offense is not the issue. Herbert showed that the offense is not the issue. It is a defense, and I think you go defense here if you're the Chargers. IDL prefer potentially with a Jordan Davis pick. So we get to 18. Oh, whoops. Matt Corral. I said this in my last video. This would be the perfect pick for the Saints, getting Matt Corral. I think it's great for Matt Corral. Give him some playmakers and give him a good line. Take him out of the RPO system. I think he was great in the RPO system. His reckless play style is a bit worrisome. I feel like he doesn't throw the deep ball with accuracy. He doesn't really have any accuracy, at all. He's forced to make quick reads. And when he doesn't process reads, so he just takes off and runs. That's my issue with Matt Corral. But the Saints, they always got a great coaching staff there. Even though Sean Payton's leaving, I think they got a great coaching staff. Sean Payton was like, I'm out of here after Drew Brees retired. Matt Corral is the future in New Orleans. The Eagles go Jermaine Johnson. I like this one. Brandon Graham potentially leaves him. Derek Barnett is going to leave. You definitely need another pass rusher. I think you probably go another secondary player with this pick, but I definitely don't hate that. This would just be unfair. Giving Malik Willis to the Steelers could potentially be QB1. Isn't the most accurate, doesn't make the best reads, but has a very talented arm. Is a great runner. And had an excellent Senior Bowl, which definitely boosted his stock. 21. Patriots going Andrew Booth. I think this is pretty good, but I don't know about this. I mean, yeah, Nakobe Dean is on the board. I don't think the Patriots are going to get a receiver because they're the Patriots. They don't find receivers in round 1. That's not their thing. J.C. Jackson could be a potential loss. I like this pick. Andrew Booth Jr. Is a great corner for sure. The Raiders go Jordan Davis. Yeah, I mean, you got Max Crosby and Alec Ngakwe coming off the edge. Get a big run stopper in the middle. I probably can't even name a defense tackle on the Raiders roster right now. I think that is definitely a great pick. Cardinals at 23. UW secondary. Washington secondary, Buda Baker, Byron Murphy, Trent McDuffie. That would be next Husky up. And he's a great player too as well. DJ is really high on McDuffie. 24, we have the Cowboys going Kenyon Green. I definitely think this is a good pick as well. He's very solid. I don't think the Cowboys really need O-line. Like, you're drafting when they get injured, which they're going to get injured, but, like, I think you go secondary. Like, their secondary is still not great. You got Trayvon Diggs, but not much else back there in that secondary. No. Jameson Williams cannot go to the Bills. That is unfair. No. Jameson Williams goes to the Bills. The Bills will become the Chiefs. Jameson Williams is so fast and such a great route runner. You do not give the Bills Jameson Williams. Like, that is unfair. He's a great pass catcher. Like, if the Bills do this, I'm done. Titans get Jahan Dotson here. I think that's a great pick. I don't know if they necessarily do it round 1, though. I think probably go tackle here. Or Zion Johnson here. I think that would be a great pick for the Titans. But Jahan Dotson is definitely a great player. I don't think he goes to the Titans here, though, just because I think they do this round 2. But I would not be surprised if they did this round 1. Buccaneers get another corner with Carlton Davis leaving. I think Roger McCreary is a great player. DJ didn't even have him in his top 50 prospects. I was very disappointed. Roger McCreary is very good. He's excellent in man coverage. Not the fastest guy in the world, but if you're going to run man, Roger McCreary is going to lock the opposing receiver down. Packers go Devontae Wyatt. Again, another big guy in the middle there to go alongside Kenny Clark. Devontae Wyatt's a pretty solid player. Dolphins go Nakobe Dean. That's a pick that I think the Titans need to bank at 26, not John Dawson there. But Nakobe Dean is a very high IQ. He gets to the quarterback, and he goes sideline to sideline. If he's going to fall a little bit because he's a linebacker, but, man, if he played any other position, he would go super high in the draft. Nakobe Dean's a phenomenal player. Chiefs go Dax Hill. They need more players in the secondary. Tyrann Mathieu could potentially leave in free agency. Dax Hill could potentially be that guy. High IQ guy that flies around the field, can play nickel corner as well. Bengals go Bernhard Raimann. Offensive line is their number 1 priority. Bernhard Raimann wasn't great at the Senior Bowl, but could potentially be great as he doesn't have a ton of experience at the position. And he's very big as well. He's like 6'7". Finally, oh my. Why hasn't Trayvon Walker gone earlier than this? He's going pick 32. That is not realistic, bro. Trayvon Walker, he could go TJ had him going number 5, and Bucky Brooks had him going number 32. Find that funny, but yeah. Trayvon Walker's a great player. He's so versatile. I do not think he drops a 32, bro. That would be insane. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.